speak with Bernard Smith, our correspondent in the Jordanian capital, Amman. Bernard.
Yes.
Bernard, can you hear me? Bernard Smith.
We just saw the end of one of the missiles, sort of heading towards the southern bit of Israel, passing over the top of Amman, as they do sometimes, although there was no alert over the city this time. Again, this is similar to Saturday. This is now, very early hours of Monday morning here. This is sort of a similar pattern, if you like, to overnight Saturday into Sunday, in which there were two separate waves in the overnight hours. The video you're seeing, yes, other targets hit across, other areas targeted across Israel. The Israeli military said that they put out sirens from about 4:10 local time, about sort of 10 minutes ago. The sirens first went off. They said the public is instructed to follow the instructions, requested to follow the instructions of the Home Command. Also, it said the IDF emphasised not to publish and share the locations and footage of any of the hits. Israel says that about more than 200 odd missiles since Friday have come from Iran, been fired by Iran to Israel. Most of them get intercepted by either the Israeli Air Force before they hit Israeli territory, or some by the Jordanian Air Force, or others by Israel's Iron Dome protective system. But clearly, as we see from the videos, one or two, a few get through. Sometimes they're publicised because they land, as we've seen video from in the daytime aftermath of these hits. They cause devastation to some residential areas, and there have been casualties, 14 people killed in Israel since the first missiles were launched. But there is military censorship in Israel, as there is in many countries during times of war, because you're not allowed to publish if missiles hit on what might be deemed strategically sensitive or military sensitive sites. So we don't know exactly how many missiles get through, except that the Israelis say most of them are intercepted, but obviously some do get through.
And we're seeing pictures on our stream, live pictures of Haifa in Israel, where energy infrastructure has been hit. We're seeing there seems to be at least 2 chimneys there in terms of that energy infrastructure that are on fire. We're seeing those blazes now after those missiles were launched, reportedly from Iran, into Haifa, Israel, as well as other areas in Israel, including Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. And it seems that the energy infrastructure is what has been targeted there. So not all of those missiles were intercepted by Israel's defence systems. Bernard, do we know any more detail about what exactly has been hit there? As I mentioned, we seem to be seeing on fire chimneys there, and as has been happening in the last 2 days, those infrastructure targets are what Iran has been going for.
Well, I guess some of the targets that Iran will be seeking out are in reflection of the targets that the Israelis have sought out in Iran. Israel has said that it has been striking, particularly today, it says, to degrade the Iranian regime's weapons production capabilities. It says it's been targeting the infrastructure of Quds forces, the IRGC, Iranian military in Tehran, and numerous weapons production sites across Iran. And it has been striking today, it says, surface-to-surface missile sites. Well, the Iranians say they are also targeting now in response. This has earlier been commented on, energy infrastructure of Israel. It's obviously Israel is a much smaller country and more densely populated, and Haifa, a strategically important port city where there is a refinery. And so if the Iranians are targeting energy infrastructure, then this would be a key target for them.
Yes, as you mentioned there, Bernard, it is a port city, Haifa, and we are seeing latest pictures now of more missiles being launched into the sky. Israel's defence systems intercepting many of those there. This is the third day of this escalation and what many analysts have been calling this tit for tat in terms of attacks between Iran and Israel. Israel has also indicated that this could continue for the next 2 weeks, and Iran saying today that they will give a powerful response. The Iranian president saying we will give a powerful response to any aggression that Israel may commit. And here it seems that they are standing by their word with this latest barrage of missiles targeting energy infrastructure. That seems to be the latest of what we know at the moment, Bernard, that these three areas of Israel have been targeted. Haifa, the port city, strategically important north of the capital, Tel Aviv, and then Jerusalem as well being targeted. So, Bernard, Iran seem to be showing that they do have the firepower, even though many analysts we've spoken to this evening saying that Iran is isolated in terms of the world. Israel clearly not so. That Iran is continuing their fight here.